What's up, guys? Happy Riftbound release day. Today is Halloween, October 31st, aka the release day of Riftbound Origins. Honestly, I'm pretty excited for this, and I thought today would be a great time to cover what should be the best top decks for this first set. Obviously, China has had this card game out for like 3 or 4 months, I believe, something like that, maybe even a little bit longer. So we do have a lot of information as to what is performing in China. I do expect the meta to be fairly similar, and I also have what I believe to be the best Kaisa deck list, and I will present that to you guys today. So obviously, well, I think the best deck is gonna be Kaisa. Obviously, if you look at the best selling list, you'll see a bunch of these Kaisa cards are really expensive. You got the I'm not even going to try to say this Rain at $44. You have this Kaisa card at $41. Is a two of in my list. Obviously, you have your hero right here. That's not very expensive. But yeah, honestly, I think Kaisa is the best deck that you can be playing right now. I think a lot of its hardest matchups are skill matchups. Or at least like the decks that are going to be popular and that you're probably going to be playing against once people understand the meta is going to be decks that are all skill matchups. It's nothing that's super tough or a crazy auto loss. So I think that is super advantageous. Obviously, right now what's doing super well in China is going to be, I believe, Darius, Master Yi, and Kaisa. Thankfully, Master Yi and Darius are both skill matchups. So I figured, how about we like go into these tournament results? We'll just show you right here. You can see Kaisa is a 50% meta share. This should be top 32. Yeah, it should be top 32 of the Beijing Open. Obviously, this went down 2 months ago. Here you can see all the lists. I will show you my Kaisa list in a little bit. I don't have it as pretty in a picture like this, but here you can see all of the Kaisa lists. Obviously, if you want to try any of these out, this is a great resource. Here you can see one of the Master Yi lists, another one of these Master Yi lists, another one, and obviously another Kaisa list, another Master Yi list, another Kaisa list. I do believe Kaisa was the one. Yeah, you can see right here, top 4 Kaisa, top 2 Kaisa, top 2 Yi. Yeah, so it should be. I don't even top 4 1 Kaisa, top 8. Huh? I don't know. I'm fairly confident that Kaisa did take down this tournament. And then you also have right here the Guangzhou Open, also 2 months ago. Same thing. Basically, you just see Kaisa, Master Yi. I think this one was mostly, yeah, you can see all this. And then one Victor. If you're playing against Victor's Kaisa, this is a pretty good matchup. Very good, to be honest. So that's why I think that Kaisa is going to be one of the best bets for you. Obviously, some of these cards are getting pretty expensive. I have not looked to see what the price of the Master Yis are. But yeah, I do believe this is one of what I would recommend being the two decks that you should be playing, either Kaisa or Master Yi, but I would lean heavily towards Kaisa just given its results. Here is my deck list that I currently think is going to be the best one that you can run with. Obviously, you got 7 Fury runes, 5 Mind runes, 3 Ravenbloom students, sorry for no picture, 2 smoke screens, 3 watchful sentries, 2 cleaves, 3 void seekers, 3 hextech rays, 2 retreats, 3 noxus hopefuls, 2 pouty poros, 3 falling star, 2 thousand tailed watcher, 3 Dariuses, obviously Kaisa, your hero, 1 Mundo, 2 Kaisa survivors, 1 rain, 1 time warp, 3 stoop 5, 1 lecturing yordle, and then for your battlefields, obviously this. And side deck, I have 1 Mundo, 1 time warp, 1 unchecked power, 2 thermo beams, 2 iron ballista, 1 sprite mother. I do believe this is going to be one of the best lists that you can be running. Obviously, there's a lot of inspiration right here off of these to know what you're doing. The only complaint I don't know that I have about this is we don't know what their side deck is. So thankfully, that is something I have provided obviously here is I think this is a pretty decent side deck right here. But you can see none of these really provide the side deck, sadly. But yeah, going into the opening release week of this game, obviously we're going to have Nexus Nights. I think we're supposed to be having those once every week. Obviously that's going to be pretty sick. But going into Nexus Nights, I do highly recommend you guys play a Kaisa or a Master Yi list if you're wanting to be competitive. I do know these stores are supposed to have like weekly promos that they're going to be giving out. But obviously I forget what they're called, but the big tournaments that actually matter won't be starting until I think it's December. And I think those tournaments actually do matter a lot because if you win that tournament, obviously you get a top 8 promo for your local, you get a playmat, and the craziest thing is going to be you're going to get a round 1 buy at a regional. This does not stack, so if you win multiple of them, you don't get multiple rounds, just max one. For each one you get, you guys skip a round 1 of a regional. So obviously that is huge. In Pokemon, this is like something you only get if you get like a crazy amount of points. You have to be, I don't even remember what the number is, like top 25 to just get a round 1 bye. But crazy big advantage to make sure you're not starting off at 0-1, obviously, at these regionals. I think we have a regional in December in Texas. I have no idea what the turnout's going to be. Obviously, super excited to see if there's anyone innovating something crazy there. I do hope that something besides Kaisa and Master Yi come out of it, but there's a good chance that, obviously, these two decks have proven this entire time to be extremely, extremely strong in China. And I do feel like there's going to probably be a stronger player base in China for a while than here. I'm not too sure. Obviously, allocations for most of these stores have been super tiny for like what they were getting for Riftbound. I also have no idea when is a good time to buy these cards. Obviously, 3 a.m. the day they release, probably not the best time. But I don't know how high or low these are going to go, to be honest. I have heard these stores have gone really small allocations. I have heard there's going to be a lot of reprints. I've heard from my distributors, keep checking in. But it'll be interesting. But yeah, I'll just pop up this Kaisa list one more time just for anyone that wants to copy it. I hope you guys have a great time with this card game. I'm definitely very excited for it. I wish we didn't have to wait as long as we did, but super excited for that. And obviously, they have already announced Set 2. I think pre-releases for Set 2 are happening in February. That should be super exciting. I don't think China's gotten that yet. I don't know if they plan to sync us up with that. If they did, that'd be kind of sick. Because otherwise, we're just going to be building off of what China is doing. I would love it if we could catch up and everyone's like in sync. But yeah, guys, this is my meta report and my deck list for Kaisa. I hope you guys have a lot of fun, and thank you for checking out the video. We will be doing a lot of kind of like deck reviews. We'll go over regional results, tournament results, maybe some gameplay stuff, just stuff like that. Obviously, there's no online game for Riftbound. I don't know if that's even in the works or anything. Probably, I mean, it's Riot Games, they have a lot of funding, so they might be doing it. But yeah, we'll be covering a lot of stuff like that. Obviously, we'll be covering stuff with new releases, maybe some pack openings. We'll try and get all of that stuff handled. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoy Riftbound.